One rapper fought off 6 ops who raided his house, and the other got into a shootout at Walmart. These rappers were ready for their ops. Rapper Lil Baby has had his fair share of run-ins and calls, but he's always strapped and ready to take on his ops. One time he was out with his crew when some angry people confronted him. Right away, Lil Baby and his crew were ready to jump, keeping the straps by their side. Thankfully, nothing happened, but Lil Baby was ready to throw if needed. Whether meeting fans or other rap legends like Bun B, Lil Baby trusts no one. That bulge in his hoodie is his strap, locked and loaded for the right time. He learned the hard way growing up in the streets, that if you get caught slipping, you'd be in a body bag real quick. Even when just driving around in his car, Lil Baby's alert and attentive. His strap's always near him for easy access.
P up, man. Yeah, man. Real way.
It's my phone.
That nigga, what's going on?
Hold up, little baby.
Tell them folks, baby, my turn on the way.
Yeah, fuck
my turn, yes, sir. P up, man. Yeah, man. Real way.
It's my phone.
That nigga, what's going on?
Hold up, little baby.
Tell them folks, baby, my turn on the way.
Yeah, fuck
my turn.
Some fans approached Baby and he immediately kept a close grip on the gun, interacting with the fans but never slipping. But Lil Baby ain't the only rapper strapped for any situation. Growing up in the streets of Atlanta, 21 Savage wasn't new to violence. He was expelled from middle school for bringing a gun and joined the Bloods at around 19. The experience, in his own words, made him numb to death and murder. And that's why Savage is always prepared. From his lyrics bragging about keeping that iron on my hip, to real-life situations where he had to use his strap, Savage has built a reputation as someone who's never caught slipping. In 2018, he and his crew were chilling at a pool party in Atlanta, but things quickly got heated. Someone allegedly tried to get fresh with a girl from a rival gang, and a fight broke out. Luckily, Savage didn't have to use it, they kept it to a fist fight. But there was this other incident that put the fear of death in him. Back in 2013, Savage was allegedly involved in a botched drug deal. His friend ended up losing his life while Savage got shot 6 times, but he didn't back down.
Get hit in the neck, what really went through your head?
This nigga gonna die, you know what I'm saying? And nigga went to busting. I grabbed his gun and started shooting him with his gun, you know what I'm saying? And you know it was what it was, and shit. I'm still here, I ain't go to jail. R.I.P. to my brother, you know what I'm saying? Really tried to ambush and sneak.
For Savage, the experience made him paranoid enough to be strapped 24/7 and never back down from a fight.
From behind, and you know, shit happens, man. But it is what it is. It come with this street. So,
I mean, after you got shot that many times, like what really changed?
I turned into a savage, man. I got on that bullshit. I was goddamn trying to kill everybody, man. Everybody. If you a nigga motherfucker look at me wrong, B, you gonna die, B. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who owes me money, B. Nigga got on that real goddamn paid in full shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why niggas know not to play with this shit, man. Slaughter Gang. PD, 9th Ward, no plug. You know, we run this motherfucking city. This is our city.
Thankfully, popping off in the rap game didn't dull his senses, and he still keeps the same energy. Just like our next guy, who doesn't back down from his ops no matter what. Snap Dogg is an up-and-coming Detroit rapper who made quite a name for himself. Nicknamed the problem child of Detroit, Snap had some nasty run-ins with the law. He has charges like armed robbery and even murder, which he denies. His brother was also shot and killed by a police officer. So all this is piling up in his heart and mind. He's had a lot of rage that made him a hothead ready for action. One night while on live, he and his crew get into an argument with someone off cam. Things kept escalating till all hell broke loose.
That way. Tell that bitch don't just throw this head in. Yeah, whole gang shit. Whole gang shit. You know how the fuck we in, nigga. You know how we coming, nigga. Nigga, bitches, nigga. Ain't gonna do shit. Nigga don't do shit. Period. Who this? Who this? Bitch, blue. Hey, a whole lot of gang shit. We ain't gonna play with nobody out here, nigga. We ain't gonna play with nobody out here. We ain't gonna play with nobody out here. Real. You already know. Nigga, snap. Nigga, tap me, nigga.
With no hesitation, Snap empties his clip at the guy. It's unclear whether he's alive or dead, but since no charges have been filed, we can only assume he's alive. On another occasion, Snap Dogg spots an op in his territory and he doesn't let the chance go away.
Nigga got me. Oh, he ain't come out yet. He is coming out. He can put him in the car. Talk.
He thought it was real good. No, I ain't
Snap Dogg flexes his collection of blinks online, so it's safe to say he's probably always carrying one.
Just talking about snatching wood. Shit. Hey, think twice. Think motherfucker twice, nigga. We riding with this shit. You feel me? Bubba got that shit. Yeah, you know. Yeah. A new addition, look. A new addition to the family, you know. Then we got another new addition to the family, you know. Yeah. Yeah.
Now our next guy is also ready to let the metal loose when his ops come a-knockin'. DaBaby came up from the streets of Charlotte, North Carolina, where gang violence is pretty normal. Growing up in a place like that, he spent his teenage years doing petty crimes before finally deciding to get into rap. But just right when he starts off his career, 6 armed dudes break into his crib. DaBaby's fight or flight kicks in and he chose to fight. He grabs his gun and goes into a 6v1 shootout. With no hesitation, the dude closest to him was shot first, and clips started getting emptied. After a while, the dudes finally turned tail and ran. So you'd imagine probably after that moment he was strapped 24/7. His quick reflexes were tested again at Walmart. In 2018, he and his daughter were shopping when things quickly turned brutal. A 19-year-old teenager ends up dying, but DaBaby claims it was self-defense. These kids were just acting like local goons, telling DaBaby he had to check in. Apparently, they were clutching in their pockets. DaBaby only faced a misdemeanor for carrying a concealed weapon. This isn't the end of people trying DaBaby though. Back in 22, a dude broke into his apartment and DaBaby shot him for trespassing. The guy survived, but if there's one thing people are sure of, it's that you won't ever catch DaBaby lacking. But DaBaby ain't the only rapper who has taken lives. King Von was definitely one to keep the pole on him at all times, always ready to fire on any op that wanted smoke. The Chicago drill rapper lived a life of violence from an early age on the streets of O Block. One of the most notorious incidents of Von's readiness was the 2014 shooting he was involved in that left one dude dead and 2 others injured. Despite just being 19 at the time, Von was already strapped and didn't hesitate to let that metal go when things went down.
I wish I had another head so I could be drinking while I'm doing it.
BD, that bitch is boy.
He did a 3-year stint in the feds over bodies, but that did little to dull his edge. As soon as Von touched down as a free man in 2017, he was right back in the trenches with that stank walk, trolling ops and staying strapped like it was second nature. He even took it to prom.
Me and Von went on prom together. Alright, mind you, we're going to prom. This is my first prom. This not even my prom. Mind you, Von is older than me. I'm 24, Von's 26. So at this time, I'm probably 16, Von is 18. So it's like, I'm on somebody else's prom. I'm on J Money baby mama. Like, I went with her to prom type shit. So we all on the block taking pictures, bro. I got a little car and this Von has a fucking Ruger with a 30 in his damn hand taking prom pictures. You hear me? He the only motherfucker with us that got a gun on the way to prom. That's how crazy that motherfucker was. Imagine this before the rap, this before anything. Folks got a long ass Ruger with a 30 sticking out there taking pictures on prom.
He did end up getting arrested that night, but at least he wasn't ever defenseless. Von's rap persona and lyrics made it clear. He was cut from a different cloth than a lot of these all bark no bite rappers. Songs like Crazy Story expresses his experiences catching bodies and being ready to pop a nop up at all times just to survive. Even as his rap career took off with hits like Lil Durk featured Broke Ops, Von stayed true to his roots, continuing to stay involved in the street shit that nearly got him smoked on numerous occasions.
Hey, folks, cool. Folks, get in the car. Let's pull the fuck up. That shit, G. Hey, tweaking, folks. We out.
Even if he didn't have his blank on him, he would take an op that crossed him or try to jump him no matter what. When he was in jail, he jumped his ops one too many times with no hesitation. Ironically, it was being strapped and ready for smoke that cut Von's life short during that brutal dispute with Quando Rondo's crew in November 2020. In the parking lot shootout, Von was shot many times after initially squeezing off rounds at Rondo's crew. King Von was all about that kill or be killed mentality from Chirac. Always having that pole for any op who wanted problems was a huge part of his persona, until the very end. Now this guy here dug his own internet grave with his comment on a dead rap legend. Lil Xan first blew up in 2017 with his SoundCloud hit Betrayed. His face tats and drug raps about being Xan'd out made him an icon of SoundCloud's raps punk emo rap wave. But what really put him on the map and made him public enemy #1 was when he disrespected the legendary Tupac in an infamous 2018 interview.
Born music.
Xan instantly got hate of more than half the human population, with millions of die-hard Pac fans worldwide. From then on, Lil Xan had a serious target on his back whenever he stepped out in public. He became forever marked as the Tupac hater and enemy of real hip-hop fans. In 2018, he was confronted by an angry fan of Tupac's at a gas station in LA. In this viral clip, you see the fan pressing Xan hard about his disrespectful comments.
You a bitch.
Hey, yo, bro.
Look at this little bitch.
Hey, bro.
Do something then, dog.
What the f want, bro?
Hey, homie.
Get the f out. Get out.
Hey, God, this motherfucker.
Get the fuck out, nigga.
Hey, y'all see this shit? Look at Lil Xan pulling a gun right now. Look at Lil
Get out.
Hey, look at this guy pulling the gun right now. Look at this motherfucker. Hey, pull that shit again, homie. Hey, homie, you a bitch. Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Hey, look at my car. Look at my car.
Yeah. Look at your car, you little bitch.
He gets riled up, shows off his strap, trying to make the man go away, but he wasn't scared of Xan. Well, Xan didn't back down from the potential smoke either. He made it crystal clear he wasn't worried about any op and was ready to grip the steel if this dude didn't get out of his face. Thankfully, things didn't escalate. Now, some celebrities like Waka Flocka are bringing the heat to Lil Xan, wanting to ban him from hip-hop forever. But Lil Xan's pretty chill about the situation.
PSA. Lil Xan's not going anywhere. Sorry, you gotta look at this ugly face for a lot longer, guys.
Other celebs like Snoop Dogg had a completely different opinion.
When you hear youngins like Lil Xan say Tupac's music is boring,
He's got a right to that opinion. That's the way he feel, man. I mean,
There's a lot of people that don't like my music that think I'm weak and I'm born. I have to accept it, man. I take it on the chin. I mean, I'm not loved by everybody.
While Lil Xan only waved the gun to scare his op, this next guy would empty a clip on his without batting an eye. Young Thug is an influential Atlanta rapper who's had a reputation for being someone who isn't afraid of his ops. Growing up in the brutal streets of Atlanta, you already know he was strapped from a young age. This guy learned how to grip a strap before he could pedal a bike.
I never wouldn't like look for nobody in there like that. It's just it ended up coming to our hour.
That's what I heard. I heard you was defense. It was all defense. Thug was on the front lines protecting the city of ATL.
This was before rap though.
Yep.
So it ain't as stupid as it would be now.
Mm-hmm.
It was like way before rap. It's like 2007, 8. I'm only like 11, 12. I probably had my first gun in like 9.
Allegedly, Thug's influence grew to the point where he founded his own gang, Young Slime Life, YSL. Now, the gang was accused of committing a lot of crimes like armed robbery, vehicle and firearm theft, narcotic sales, and even murder. They've been dominating Cleveland Avenue for over a decade. He raps about staying strapped in so many songs, like Safe, where he raps, "Got that Draco in the car, got that Nina on me." Growing up in the streets, he knew he had to stay strapped at all times and look over both shoulders. One of the earliest infamous examples of him not hesitating was 2015's Lil Wayne tour bus shooting. After getting into beef with Wayne in his camp, Young Thug's crew allegedly fired on Wayne's tour bus as they left ATL. Thug didn't seem to care about Lil Wayne's star power or celebrity status. And most notoriously, Thug's been accused of being the one who did his op Donovan Pookie Loke Thomas Jr. in 2015. Now, Thug claims he's innocent, but the charges show just how far he's willing to take things to handle ops. More recently, in 2022, Thug was arrested on charges of gang activity and multiple counts of various felonies related to firearms possession. The indictment alleges he was in some real shit beyond just rapping about it. Prosecutors claim Thug was the boss of the YSL gang activity, the real shot caller, allegedly giving orders and catching bodies on ops. What makes it so crazy is that the prosecutors are actually using his own lyrics and music videos as evidence against him in court. They claim tracks like Anybody with lyrics like, "I killed this man, straight blamed this man," show he was given direct orders to commit murders and other crimes. The prosecutors say the lyrics weren't just rap talk, but actual confessions of real criminal activities ordered by Thug. Now, Thug's legal team is pushing back hard, saying his art can't be used to criminalize him like that. They say lyrics have been used as creative expressions in hip-hop culture for decades.
That was not what Thug meant to Jeffrey. Thug meant and means to Jeffrey something very personal. It was his pact that he could ever make it as a musical artist and help his family, himself, and as many others out of this endless cycle of hopelessness. He would be truly humble under God. That's what Thug means.
Our next guy here is a little new to the rap game, but still has the streets in him. Black Boy Juice isn't your average rapper when it comes to staying strapped. The Nashville rapper flipped the script on would-be robbery. Unlike some rappers who preach about staying ready but get caught lacking, Black Boy Juice wasn't caught slipping. He was live streaming vibing with fans when someone suddenly opened his car door.
What y'all got going on?
Up all that.
Like DaBaby, Black Boy's reflexes kick in and turn the tables. Getting jumped on live is one thing, but managing to shoot someone with their own weapon is a whole nother level of crazy. Oh, he proved he stays ready for whatever comes his way, and let's just say his street cred got a boost. He even flexed the incident in his song Critical later on. "I got hit up, but nobody can say they robbed me. Last night tried, then I had to leave the crime scene." Now, some people say that he staged all of it for clout, but I guess we'll never know. If it isn't, well, then we know this guy has some killer reflexes. And it looks like our next guy has taken a page from Black Boy Juice's book, because he too wasn't caught lacking. Florida rapper Julio Foolio's not someone to be messed with. He came up from the nitty-gritty where survival's not a game. One of the most notorious involving Foolio was the 2020 South Street shootout in Jacksonville. When things went down, Foolio and his crew didn't back down. They let off rounds in retaliation, and the streets knew he always kept his pole on him. That gun collection ain't a joke, and who knows if he has a license for it or not.
Ricky on him. I got shit out in the dress, man. I got shit out in the dress. Oh, blow. Hey, them boys in the club, man. Bruh. Who just sent on 8? Somebody just sent me a picture of their shit. It's 3:57 o'clock. Damn, somebody just sent me that. What that code? I think that was via code on there. Man, we got blitz for days, man. Stop, man. I got guns for days, man. On tradie, man. Stop playing with me, man.
Now you gotta post the license so they don't report you.
Bro. Hold on. The props, man. The props, man.
And ops try to pull up on him. This collection is out to use. Foolio was once spotted and approached by an op in the mall.
Big man,
At first, Julio tries to keep everything chill, not responding when trying to be provoked. But finally, he's had enough. Instead of backing down, he stands his ground and lets him know what's up.
I'm saying though, all that trust shit ain't what's up, cuz. You come to the city, that ain't it, cuz. They see who you really is. They see who you really is in real life. They see who you really is in real life right here.
What? So what? I do too.
One time after beating an op, Foolio allegedly even took his ring.
Damn, this bitch. Ops out this playing. This bitch jumbo too.
This guy's life can't seem to catch a break. In the 2020 shootout, he got grazed with a bullet to his neck. And then in 21, his ops pulled up alongside his studio and emptied out their clips, around 100 shots. Foolio started clapping back and eventually they ran off.
Not no shooters. I emptied my whole clip on my daddy. Stop playing with me. And I didn't get hit. I got grazed in the leg. Stop playing. On trading. I emptied my whole clip. Stop playing.
People started speculating and pointing fingers at Foolio. He hops on IG Live to talk to his fans and explain what happened, and clown on his ops for missing a whole 100 shots.
Hey, stop saying on the police post that, listen, how you turn it down? Listen, on trading my gun and register, I shot back in self-defense. Y'all dumb. I shot back in self-defense. You don't think if I did something illegal, I would be in jail? The police put me in the back of the car, type of shit. Nigga did miss a whole 100 shots though. You know they sick right now. Whoever did it, they sick. One is one nigga. Nigga had 2 choppers, 1 me. I'm blowing back.
And now he was involved in another shootout in his neighborhood. Foolio survived yet again with just 1 bullet to the foot. Dude's probably got a guardian angel looking on him or some kind of voodoo magic. I mean, how do you survive getting jumped so many times? This takes us to the next guy who also jumped the ops that came to jump him. Up and coming from Memphis, Lil Mexico has one hell of a reputation for being ready to get into the action. His quick reflexes were on full display in 21, when some dudes tried to run up in his house. Now he was about to show him why you shouldn't mess with someone who's known in the streets. Lil Mexico noticed something was off and came out with his AK-47, and that's when the robbers fled when they heard someone coming. Shots were fired from both sides. Lil Mexico wasn't hurt, but it's unclear if the robbers caught any bullets or not. The question is whether this was a random robbery or a targeted attack. Authorities haven't reached a conclusion, so we might never know. Lil Mexico embraced the street cred he earned as a certified ops smoker. Now the footage itself ended up being reposted on blogs and YouTube channels, gaining millions of views. The exposure really helped give Mexico's music a real edge. And whoever wants to smoke with Lil Mexico, then smoke is what they're gonna get. And that's all the rappers we have for now, guys. Which rapper do you think has the most street cred in this list? If you like videos like this, then why don't you check out the channel to see even more rappers turn the tables on their ops.